this is really the year I think life sciences and med devices are going to kind of get on the bus with generative AI.
Great to have you here. We're really excited about having a conversation. I'd love to just hear from you. You guys have at Hippocratic have been in an absolute tear on a variety of different topics. What you're seeing, what you're excited about, and what you hope to see in 2026.
I'd say there's two things that we're seeing. One is this is really the year I think life sciences and med devices are going to kind of get on the bus with generative AI. I think they've been a little slow to the party, but we're seeing just a ton of action and a ton of folks evaluating and a ton of folks starting to really say it's time. I think the second part is there's something really interesting that seems to happen about 3 years after a new platform rolls out. They start to truly understand how to use the platform and its properties. And so, think of the iPhone. It was actually almost 3 years to the day when Uber came out after the iPhone launched. And it almost was like, why did it take 3 years to do it? Because people have to really understand a new platform and how to use it and where to deploy it. I think we're now entering this new era where everybody's grokked kind of what this is about and is ready to kind of adopt it and use it to transform their businesses.
I fully agree, and I love that statement because I think to your point, year one becomes it's new, it's exciting, people need to be educated about it. Year two is more experimentation, piloting, so on. Year three then becomes, okay, impact, value.
And scale.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing the same thing from a BCG and BCGX perspective. From our side, we couldn't be more excited about the partnership.
Yeah.
We're going to partner together to go after the med tech and life sciences market. And I think, as you mentioned, I really see it as a two-sided marketplace between manufacturing and the provider systems. Mm-hmm. Anything from your side in terms of what you like to see, what you think is going to happen or is pertinent?
The big idea is really this idea of infinite abundance. That, there's three types of use cases you can build: co-pilots, autopilots, and what we call infinite pilots. And the co-pilots everybody gets. The autopilots are we do things you do today cheaper. And the infinite pilots are this idea of what are the things you never thought to do till AI brought you infinite abundance. And what we're now realizing is this is actually where all the big use cases are. When we talked to the BCG team, and that's part of what led me to say these are the guys we want to partner with, is you guys understood this. And I think it's a great partnership just because of how we together can drive this abundance mindset and then abundance strategy and then abundance deployment.
Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, you're very kind in those words. I think maybe there's two things that we have really practiced is we also have essentially, anytime we're talking about different technologies or tools or solutions, we try them out on ourselves first to make sure that anytime we're talking about these things, we're talking about it from a place of practice versus theory. Mm-hmm. And that's actually led us to be able to push the boundaries, push the thinking, et cetera. Inversely, I think the second point I was going to make is also then executing that and doing it well is also not easy.
That's right.
And that's why the more focused you are, the more intentional you are, which I think Hippocratic has done an amazing job of being very, very intentional, focusing on healthcare, firstly focusing on getting to the right outcomes, focusing on being able to deploy this and also building a great team around it, I think is spectacular.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Munjal, thank you for being here and look forward to a great 2026 together.